Hello, my name is Kathy Muir. I'm a singer-songwriter, co-producer.
Hi everyone, my name is Jolene Khor. I am a composer for films, animation, television, and games.
Yeah, and today we're going to talk about a new song coming out called Sleep This Night. What was the original creative vision? My nephew and his wife gave birth to their firstborn a few years ago, and I wanted to try and give them something that I thought they would appreciate, and it's something the little one would hopefully enjoy over time. It wasn't just for a newborn. Building the foundation. I guess the original melody now in the song is the harp. I had to find a piano piece that would be the bedrock to support the harp. I could feel and hear other voices. I do have some orchestral packages that I think are good and certainly suited the song. So I added in more pieces such as viola and violins. I was happy with it, but I knew that a composition like this is not normally in my wheelhouse, and I needed some experienced arranger stroke composer, and I could only think of one person who's got the experience of composing for 60-piece orchestras. Jolene, you can say the rest, how it evolved.
Well, when I got the piece, it was really beautiful, very whimsical in a way, that I felt that it has also its own voice that can be portrayed even more. So what I did was I listened to the piece, I figured out what the chords were in the beginning. Well, Kathy also gave me the chords, and I wanted to see what we can do with those chords.
Yeah.
And then I added layers and layers of the other orchestral instruments, such as the double bass, and then the brass, like the horns,
cello, bassoon.
Yeah, there are so many. Well, that was the fun part. Orchestrating the piece is always fun. It really brings off a different color, a different texture to the piece, which I felt made it even more, special, like a wondrous dream for the little one, which I'm really glad Kathy liked it.
When I first heard it, I remember having headphones on, and I could feel a tear when I started to hear the second verse. It was so enormous, and straight away it made me feel like the sonic landscape of this was enormous, because I think you kind of filled in gaps I didn't think I had. I mean, the piece was good as it was, but it was small, like a kid.
Yeah.
It needed to be larger than life. And I think especially, like, you kept my original instruments and pieces, the parts that I wrote. So yes, there's a question here about the technical aspect, how we combine the original with the new. I think I mentioned before I sent you audio files and the MIDI.
Yep.
And then you sent back a couple of weeks later your MIDI.
Yep.
And your audio, because some of our instruments, like I used a felt piano.
Yeah.
And you actually redid the piano piece to make it. You actually played it. Do you remember?
Yeah. I played the new piano version.
Which was great. It was a much cleaner sound. Then I brought it, and this is a good way of working for anyone who's interested in the technical aspect. I brought all your audio and MIDI into a brand new project.
Yeah. And
compared it. So the joy of being able to see my project in a new project, and one by one solo these tracks to see how they built up, was a joy for attention to detail, because that's when I could see she's added in a couple of other things here, because there was a perfect little space for a little flourish to be introduced.
Well, I always love my flourishes.
Yeah, you do. You definitely do. And then someone's asked about compromising. Was there anything that needed to be compromised on? No. Because it was more about, wasn't it, expanding the piece.
Well, that, and also I like to keep your voice in the music. I don't want to be my thing. No. This is Kathy's music. I'm just there to really push it as maximum as it can be. Yeah. And that's what I want, really.
And it did, and it came to life.
And I like the way it is, so it's just really adding more flavor to it.
Yeah, it was actually, when I think about it, because we've done a couple of other projects that were a wee bit more complex, this felt, it just kept moving in the right direction. It didn't have really issues. The hardest thing was making sure we understood each other's files when we were sending them.
I learned a lot. Yes.
One last question, final thoughts. Final thoughts about the song and about working together. Well, clearly, I think we worked well together. The song kept its core integrity, but it became something so beautiful and expansive. It was really nice to be able to learn new things. I really had a good time. What about you? What do you think?
I thought it was really fun just to work with you, Kathy, and I learned a lot on the work process, the file management. Those are super important. I learned a lot from you because you're very professional on that part of things, and also having fun and getting back into pop music. It's nice to get back into it.
Yeah, and even certainly on this, the fact that you redid the piano, like hearing you play piano, you're just so light there. You get things straight away, which is great. You have that ability because you listen to all sorts of different music.
Yeah,
that
I try
allows
to.
That allows you to be really flexible.
Yeah, I think the flexibility is always important, especially when you are doing arranging or orchestrating. You need to know, different influences.
It's a natural joy working on things that are so soft and genuine, in this world with so much stuff going on. It's really nice to throw yourself into your own imagination and just be playful. I think the child in all of us is something that we should cherish.
The childlike wonder.
Yeah.
It's very important to keep.
Yeah. So with that, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. If you want to say hello, info or Kathy@kathymuir.com. Jolene?
It's at www.jolenekhor.com, or you can check me out on Instagram.
Yeah, we're both there. Thanks again for watching and listening. See you soon. Bye.